let me see if I can explain this in a way that you can understand. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the most famous YouTuber in the world that no one has ever heard of. This is a coil box. Coil box. C-O-I-L-B-O-X. It has a bunch of posts on the back. It's got a little connector on the bottom. Screws to the firewall using those bolts. The top comes off. Ugh. Okay, inside we have, wait for it, coils. Each coil, these are from the 1970s. They have not done well in storage. They get a little rusty. But these coils are what power spark plugs in a Model T. Okay, so down here we've got a positive. This is a later one because there's no, I'll show you a picture. There's a switch on some of these. This is a later one, so it doesn't have the switch. And I guess that explains that too. So the power comes in here, goes to the bottom contact. Come on. I'll show you if I can get them out. The contact in the bottom. There you go. There's contacts on the side. You go to the appropriate post. So electricity comes in the bottom, and then on the timer, let me grab one of those. I'm getting a little more detailed than I expected, but on the front of the engine there's this box. That's called the timer, and this piece right here goes on the end of the camshaft, and it goes around in here and makes contact on these. So this is wired to these 4 posts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When this makes contact between the camshaft and one of these posts, the electricity, we've got positive down here, that makes a ground up here. That causes the coil to activate. And if you look at my other video on adjusting coils, you'll see them in action. And then out here, okay, that's the one you don't want to be touching. This post right here. So this goes to the spark plug and fires the spark plug off. So that is a coil box and its function, pretty much. What I want to do, oh, good grief. This one we've got little dents too that go around here to hold that from bouncing around going down the road. Now that's the coil box, that's the timer. Let's get these. Now in the older days, back when cars were brass, they were made out of wood. That one happened to be made out of stamped steel. The older ones are made out of wood, and there's my wood. I'm going to try to make a Bazinga coil box, and I'm going to do so using that. I've drawn the box out, and hopefully when I cut this out we'll have a front and a back, and then I have another piece of wood to make the sides and another one to make the top and the bottom. So hopefully this cuts right, because this stuff, this was $100 a board. Not cheap. So, and it is heavy. We're just a hair under a ½ inch thick. It's actually 400 thousandths. And yeah, I'm going to get this stuck to the board and we're going to try cutting it out. It's supposed to take 2 hours. 1 hour per side. A little bit. Alright, I got all my box pieces cut out. Not too bad. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the lid. I can't glue it first because I still need to cut the groove in the bottom and the groove in the back, but I don't want the groove in the back to go all the way into the lid, so I'm going to tape it up and cut it first. Hopefully the tape holds. We'll find out. Got my boxes all marked so I don't get confused. I'll do a little more machine work on these before we glue them up. Right, rear, left, bottom,